there guys, it's Joey and this is a new set of Pagan Prayer beads for the store. This is Moon Temple. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the meanings, and then we're going to have a look at the different crystals that have been incorporated into these particular prayer beads. The beads are all semi-precious stones, and they've all been done by me. That the whole thing has been done for me, link by link by link by link. And the idea of it is to really make sure that it's infused with the energy. It's kind of working in almost a little incantation, a little prayer into each link of wire. They take a little while, but I think they're worth it, and I really enjoy working with them myself. So I really wanted to bring another one to the store, and this one is one that I have been meaning to do. So Moon Temple is a energy which exists on the store already. There is a smudge for it and a votive for it already, and I really enjoy the idea of creating your own temple. Now that's the primary motivation behind the smudges, changing the energetic vibration in order to create your own sacred space, your own temple within space. So I really wanted to channel that into these prayer beads, because I think it's very meditative to when you're working with prayer beads, and you can change your energy, change your vibration very easily almost with prayer beads, just because of the motion, the rhythm of the sort of the numerology and the feel. And when you have crystal beads in there as well, it sort of adds to the process a little bit. So Moon Temple is the idea of creating a harmony with the moon. Now, full moon is an energy which the Moon Temple tends to gravitate towards. However, I wanted to balance it within the prayer beads so that we have both. We have a new moon energy here, we have a full moon energy here, and then a sort of intermediary, so you can use it at any point. And like the changing of the moon phases, the energies can interweave throughout the whole lunar cycle. Perfect, of course, for honouring and working with lunar gods and goddesses. The Temple of Moon energy symbolises magical manifestation, the will and the drive to see magic blossom, as well as personal fulfillment, or fullness. Gosh, that's mixing two words in one. Therefore, Moon Temple has been imbued with these energies into its magical matrix. It helps you to realise that you are filled with divine energy and that you are loved by the divine, and more, you are capable of seeing all of your dreams and desires through to manifestation. The energy is connective, helping you to remember that you are connected to all life and are never as alone as you might feel. It can also help you to release negative emotions, negative memories, etc., to help you enter the stillness of the full moon. The Moon Temple energy really has quite a strong visual for me when I'm working with it. It's very much the outdoor temple space, and there are wooden pillars, but the roof is in such a way that you can see the moon, and you can have the moonlight stream down through it. And moonlight in all phases and all energies is quite important to most witches. I think it's fair to say many of us, I'm not going to say all of us because obviously you can't apply one label to all, but many of us live by the moon, by the cycles of the moon, and it's very, very important to do so. We tailor our magic depending on what the phase of the moon is. It's not to say that you can't find ways around it if you're really thinking through to a logical conclusion and you need to do a certain type of magic in a certain moon phase isn't ideal. You can tweak what you're doing, adjust what you're doing, because witches are flexible like that. We are energetically flowing, and we can use the energies of the moon. So the Moon Temple has these wooden beamed pillars, and you can see the moon through slats in the ceiling, and there's very much nature, and it's very, very cool, and it's very, very dark, and there's that nip in the air that comes from being in the night time, the cool breeze, and the trees around the outside are just moving in the wind, and you can just get a clear shot of the moon above the canopies of the trees, and you pull those energies of the moon down into oneself in order to help and assist you to manifest magic, your dreams, your desires, as well as releasing that which no longer serves you, things which are harming you, hurting you, and you wish to allow them to be released as part of the end of this cycle. So the prayer beads here are very much cyclic in nature. Okay, so for that end I have picked rainbow moonstone crystal beads, midnight moonstone crystal beads, and a snow quartz, and the snow quartz is the gentle connector. So let's start with the connector. Snow quartz is a support stone. It's very gentle. It can help you let go of overwhelming responsibilities and limitations. It can help you overcome martyrdom, overcome a sense of victimhood, encourages tact and cooperation, think before you speak. When used in meditation, it links to a deep wisdom previously denied to yourself. It's also very gentle in terms of healing magic. I associate it with the goddess Brigitte and that aspect of herself, because I have mentioned in other videos that I don't think, you know, she is soft and gentle all the way through, and some people really don't like the idea of her being the softer goddess, and I don't think she is at all, but I think in the healing aspect an amount of gentleness is required, and she can come across in the more gentler aspect. And snow quartz has that support system. It has that gentle energy, that renewing sense of healing. So it keeps the energy flowing through the meridians, through the chakras, through the body, through the cell, through the aura, helping you to seal up holes in the aura. Very, very good for that. My big mama crystal is strawberry quartz, snow quartz and quartz, and it is the most beautiful healing crystal I've ever had. I love her, and if I'm having a very difficult time, she just takes me inward and helps me to balance and heal, very much so. It's a beautiful energy, and as such I wanted it here as the connector, because your full moon manifestation magic is very, very strong. It's very, very vibrant. It's very, very potent, and the midnight moonstone for the new moon elements is very strong, very, very potent. So the balance between them had to be a connector, had to be a slightly eased energy. So I will zoom in and we will try and show you a bit of the shimmy on the beads. The moonstone, both the moonstone, have a blue sheen on some of the beads, and obviously rainbow moonstone is well known for it, but there is a shine on the midnight moonstone or the grey moonstone as well. And a shimmy. I'm just having a look, see if I can. That one has one at the top. Can you see right there? Right there, there is a shimmy on that midnight moonstone. You gonna sit for me, please? There we go. Right, so it's a bit glary on my camera, so I'm sure it will come out much better after it's been rendered. But this here is the snow quartz or the milk quartz, and then this is a rainbow moonstone, which is much. That one doesn't have a shimmy. Some of them do. Just depends on the individual beads. Anyway, so rainbow moonstone is my favourite moonstone in particular. Some call it white labradorite, which might be right. So rainbow moonstone acts as a prism that diffuses energy throughout the aura. It assists in clearing the psychic senses and mind and brings a frequency of joy to one's energy field. It's a positive protection stone helping to deflect negativity. It is particularly good for psychic protection and maintaining clarity of energy whilst working on an intuitive level, which of course is something very key when you're doing full moon workings. Can be helpful in clearing the emotional body and can be helpful in healing and easing emotional trauma. These remarkably beautiful gemstones emanate a great vitality, life force and exuberant joy, offering gifts of inner peace and harmony, personal balance, strength, purification and transformation of negativity, as well as psychic protection. Rainbow moonstone seems to vibrate far more powerfully than most other varieties, so one can facilitate the alignment and activation of all chakras, while helping one maintain a clear sense of groundedness and centeredness. These gems are powerful healers for the emotional body. They are stones of light and aid in kindling the inner light of the heart. Help to remind us of our individuality, the preciousness and valuableness of our individual self, courage, as well as being cheerfully true to ourselves. Aligned with the energies of the goddess and help to empower and embody the goddess within oneself. Can also help you to commune with the energies and spirits of nature, from plant devas to galactic consciousnesses, and those meanings are from the Book of Stones. As is the Grey Moonstone that I have here. Grey Moonstone is perceiving beyond the veil. It's a powerful stone of the clairvoyant and the shaman, assisting in moving one into the unseen realms. It's also called the New Moonstone, so there you go, and does carry the mysterious and powerful energies of the new moon, where all things exist as potential. It's a powerful magnifier of intention and can assist one in bringing forth creations from the void. I tend to think about Midnight Moonstone or Grey Moonstone, or however you so wish to label it, Black Moonstone in some cases, as very much a Morrigan-esque moonstone. It's tied favourite for my favourite moonstone, because I really do like rainbow moonstone with a good flash of blue through, and your midnight moonstones can have some very lovely flashes too. You can get blue. I'm hoping you can see that this one has a lovely flash of blue. It's winking at me. And they have some beautiful colours, and the midnight one I associate with Morrigan. I associate her with a very new moon, dark moon energy. I think you can embody the goddess Morrigan in all phases of the moon, of course, but I think for me new moon and dark moon are my favourite times, and I feel her presence a little bit more keenly at those times. So the midnight new moon energy and the full moon rainbow moonstone energy basically balance each other, and they represent the two ends of the spectrum, if you like, the two ends of the lunar cycle, and therefore the prayer beads work wonderfully for manifesting in all forms. Perhaps you want to begin at new moon manifesting your new ideas, your potentials, those seeds that you want to grow, and you want to carry on using the prayer beads until full moon to help you in your magic and your manifestation. So you might use them once a day and focus your intention on that spell work, ritual work, energy work, to bring forth something to manifestation by full moon, and it gives you a focus to focus your spell work or whatsoever you choose to do until full moon. And it's about bringing that moon temple in terms of manifestation. You can also use it, of course, to connect to the divine feminine or the divine masculine in terms of lunar gods and lunar goddesses. I think it's prohibitive to say that one is one and the other is the other in terms of sun energy and moon energy. So whichsoever you desire, if not both, to be honouring lunar gods and goddesses within your moon temple. So these will be available on store soon. Just to quickly note, I will quickly zoom out slightly. Out please, yeah, there you go. We do have the moon charm down here, which I like because it's reversible, which means you can have waning or waxing. I decided not to go for full moon because I wanted it to be basically interchangeable, so you can use them whatsoever the energies are that you are using at any given time. I like that idea that you can just move the charm around a little bit and it adjusts to your needs. Right, so that is the Moon Temple prayer beads, pagan prayer beads, and many blessings.